You
You're
missed
good to be
the.
alone.
Wait, wait, hold.
Now you can be alone.
Why? I mean,
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Look, whenever you joined Overflow, Seastorm Arlington just said hello person or something, and I was like, that was Seastorm that was Seastorm joining Overflow.
Saw the
yeah.
notification, and quite frankly, I thought my drivers were just glitching again. Like, I saw someone join, and it's like, oh, there's no way there was, like, a misinput or anything. My drivers are just still fucked.
Yeah, because I put in,
Come on, calm down. Calm the fuck
as I
down.
put in plugs, I just started streaming like as I joined Overflow.
Misinput.
So like, I
Misinput.
just
Calm the
went
fuck
and
down.
unmuted
my.
myself on the stream, and then I heard voices.
Oh my.
Well, I'm going to head back to Overflow if you guys would like to join
Alrighty.
me.
Alrighty.
No.
What? Oh,
Caleb,
come
let
on!
the man go.
Okay, go ahead.
Down, Caleb.
Cutting it. Breadwinner's not cutting it. Breadwinner's not cutting it. Breadwinner's.
Well, that was unexpected. I'm back. Yeah, so I decided to enter a voice call in a server with the people I was playing Minecraft with last Friday, and there's two separate voice calls, and they dragged me into the other one. Hey, I'm back with Terraria, not Minecraft, and basically I have a few goals this time. One, I want to enter hard mode. It's not like an essential, but I do want to. And two, I want to find the temple. Did not mean to break that block, but oh well. Gonna need to be broken anyway. Two, I want to find the temple. And three, something I didn't think about until after I made the description. I want to get some more health. I don't necessarily need the full 400, but I'd say at least 300, possibly like 360 or so. One thing I actually just thought of doing, basically right before I start the stream, spreading some dirt down here to possibly get some blink roots. There is one blink root that started growing that I think I saw on stream. I think that may have been when Bowie joined. So I'll go over and see if that's even still there. Hopefully it is. Because this is... My phone just disconnected from the internet. Hopefully that's not an internet issue. If it is, I will see very shortly if the stream is down. Doesn't seem to be though, so... Ah, my phone's back online. Okay. So those will hopefully start to grow a blink root or two. I don't believe the jungle can spread to dirt in pre-hard mode. If it is, that could actually be problematic. Okay. Now all the way over... where is it? Okay, it's here. No, the blink root's not here. That's unfortunate. There's a tombstone up here. What? Did I make that with dirt? This looks like mud down here, though. I don't know. Regardless, though. So I'm gonna go back down and... well, first I'm gonna sell some stuff. By the way, I figured out why the NPCs were selling pylons. Turns out, basically just before I streamed last time, there was an update. And in said update, the way the happiness worked was made a bit more lenient. And you don't need as much for... the way the happiness worked, specifically with how many NPCs there are living in the one spot, was made more lenient. And you also don't need as much happiness for them to sell a pylon. So that's why, even though there's as many as there were, they were still selling the pylons. Unfortunately, there are still too many NPCs for them to do that, but that at least answers that question. Rude. Did I ever get... no, I never got the breastplate, so I need that too. Considering the AFK farm didn't exactly work out. I did get the wings though, so... game's running a little slowly. It's not like... not getting a lot of lag, but it's definitely a lower frame rate than usual. Could be related to me being in a voice call. Oh, well, I found the life crystal. I'd seen there was one around there for quite some time, but I hadn't actually been able to find it until now. Boop. Right, the last time I played, I fought way too many queen bees. Apparently, one other thing that they changed with the update was that NPCs won't sell the pylon unless there's at least 2 NPCs living in the area. Now, chances are you weren't ever going to be able to get them to sell it anyway. But if you were able to, which I guess it was possible, now they still won't sell it if there's not at least 2 NPCs. Which makes sense, because you wouldn't be able to use the pylon. What I find really weird about it is that the pylons were meant to be like, oh, you're setting up a village system, which makes sense. But then they punish you for having more than 3, well, now 4 NPCs in the same area. Maybe it was 4, now it's 5. I mean, they did increase the amount in the last update, before they start getting upset with how many people are there. So it's not as bad anymore. And really, in normal worlds, it's not bad at all. In this world, it's a little more problematic because of the smaller biome selection. But actually, now that I think about it, because it's more lenient, the which one was it? Right, the zoologist might actually be able to sell the pylon. In which case, I can get a pylon for that area there. I am out of torches. I do not have wood to make torches. That is rather unfortunate. Alright, this mine shaft over here that I... hiccup's all the time. That I can steal some wood from to make torches. Also, I just realized I never summoned the hornet. There. Alright. Don't mind me, just gonna take some of this wood here. Thank you. Money. Alright. So right now, I don't know if I ever actually mentioned it. Right now what I'm trying to do is just go back down to the glowing mushroom biome. Try to get some glowing mushrooms to use. Or like a glowing mushroom seed. And if I can't do that, just expand the area a little more. So more can grow in the future. As I did before. But I do still want to explore a little bit because I haven't found the temple, and unfortunately the temple can be anywhere in this world. which actually makes it kind of a challenge to find, whereas normally you just find it by the time you would fight Plantera and get to that point. In this world, I could easily get to that point without finding it. And trying to find it after defeating Plantera, or even just once I'm in hard mode, could be a struggle. Oh, that's Queen Bee. No, 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 no. Get back here. Do not feel like fighting Queen Bee. Right. Crispy honey blocks don't count, I guess. These, yeah, they are materials, so they're probably just used to make walls. I guess I'm at 300 health now. I figured having a much wider area for glowing mushrooms would make it a lot easier. But no, it's actually really not. Because the actual area itself is very thin, at least in a small world. And as they say, it's a small world. I'll expand this a little more, and then I'll go checking the mushrooms around here to see if that would be enough. Like so. Oh, I turned up the volume a little bit again, because it was really low. Part of that was just because I couldn't hear the game at all, and then I realized that my headphones were just turned down. So, like the volume is still really low, but it was even lower. And now I'm being shot at. No, thank you. When I was reading about how big the glowing mushroom area is, I wasn't, or not how big, but what was turned into glowing mushroom, I was expecting it to be much bigger. I never really explored it much in the previous world. Please stop. Oh boy, jungle slime banner. Just really wanting one of those. Still no glowing mushroom seeds. My arm feels like really tense all of a sudden. Oh, I got the breastplate. Well, I guess I don't need to collect the jungle spores anymore then. Oop. Sorry about that. Just feeling really off all of a sudden. Well, I finally got a bat. Surprised it's taken so long, but it's not exactly very good anymore. Oh. Well, there's another one. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, as much as I'd love to say, hey, let's just go and fight the wall of flesh now, let's see how it goes. Last time I tried that, it went too well. Alright. Sell the depth meter, sell bat. Hang that up. Alright. Well, that went far. I had just gone over with the mount before. Right now, I'm just going to check if the zoologist is selling the pylon. Hey, Lori. You are selling the pylon. That's nice to see. Let's see, is Jim also selling it? Yes, he is. Nice. That doesn't have as much utility as it would have before to reach the AFK farm, considering that doesn't really work. But it's something. Still lets me get to this side of the world that much quicker. Also, I am now remembering. I placed sand down the beach ages ago to see if that would let the angler spawn, and I never went back to check on that. Oh no. Nope. Well, it did work in getting the angler to spawn. Hooray, you're... Well, that's interesting. those are the only quests that are given. Which I kind of doubt, but maybe? Then that could actually be pretty easy. What is it? Right, fishing rod. Okay, so we can't make a fishing rod with that. Unfortunate. Yeah. I was making a house there and then I realized that's probably not gonna work. I think one on the east side could work. The angler fell down. Yeah, that just trashed up. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work because it's too close to corruption. Okay. So the angler did show up, and interestingly enough, just had a honeyfish for it. Still no day blooms. Okay. Normally, I would like getting the mushrooms, but don't really have a need for it. I think, but I don't think I ever found uh, the mechanic. Okay. So I'm thinking I do want to get 2 more houses set up. One down here in the mushrooms, and then one in the underworld. And the underworld one is really just for the cavern. Because, these guys here didn't give me a cavern pylon. They gave me a jungle pylon. Before I do that, though, I want to get rid of a lot of these queen bees around here. But I don't think I really want to do that. Yeah, there's one there, one there. One. But I think I'd rather get a pylon set up before I do that. So I want to get one in the glowing mushroom biome. But because I don't want to just go down there and start looking again, I'll do some hunting for the temple. Ow. Whoa. I guess I could have made that. Wait, I still have the shade wood. Make that into torches instead of just getting rid of it. Hey, life crystal detected nearby. And now for the best form of mining. Bombs. Which are bouncing too much. Grande. I need to look something up actually. That's not what it's trying to open. It's okay, an underground jungle. I believe underground jungle. So I believe the underground jungle is actually cavern layer. Sure. Yeah, extends to the cavern layer. So the temple will actually be somewhere in the lower part of the world. I mean, it could be like somewhere around here. It could basically be all down here. Also, the angler just moved. Where was there even an open house? Up here. Okay, well. Yeah, I can actually make use of that. So let's take the lead. Too far from the anvil. Let's make a fishing rod. Do I have anything to use as bait yet? Haven't exactly been collecting any because I figured I wouldn't really be able to fish. Okay, I have grubbies and sluggies. That's something. Alright, let's try fishing. In previous attempts to fish in one of these worlds, it hasn't really worked. So I didn't even bother trying in this world. But the angler is asking for a fish only caught in honey. Problem is, when I tried fishing in honey before, it didn't even bob once. Well, there's a honey fin. So it is possible to fish. Now I just need to get the right fish. And once that happens, I'll come back and try another day to see if he asks for the same fish. That could just be a quirk with this world. Something undocumented. Damn. Why it takes so much longer to fish in? I don't know if I was just getting lucky. Although I am seeing I went through the better bait. I wonder then if maybe you can only fish with a certain level of bait, or like certain bait power. Yeah, so another thing they changed with the update is the is that Skeletron, Deerclops, and may have been like Eater of Worlds and Brain Cthulhu. I'm trying to think what other pre-hard mode bosses there are. There's King Slime, Eye of Cthulhu. Then before Deerclops, there was I think another 5, not counting or counting Wall of Flesh. So, and counting the Eater of World and Brain Cthulhu as 1. That's Eater and Brain. The Queen Bee, Skeletron, I'm drawing a blank on what the other one would be. Because there's 7 herbs. Ah, I got it. There's 7 herbs. Okay. Well. Trying to think. Skeletron. Queen Bee, Queen Bee, Queen Bee. Gotta be missing one. Yeah, so because this is King Slime, Eye of Cthulhu, Eater of Worlds, or Brain of Cthulhu. Then, this would be one of these two would be Skeletron, and then
Why are you in here?
Hi, because
Hi.
I'm streaming.
Oh, I'm gonna leave now.
Okay.
Sorry.
But you're fine. This is gonna bother me. Not now. Unless the Goblin Invasion counts as a boss. So King Slime, Eye Cthulhu, Eater World, Brain Cthulhu. Right there here. Queen Bee, Skeletron, Deerclops, Wall of Flesh. Okay, so I'm not. So I guess that last planter box has got to just be for the Goblin Army. What was it? 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's. It might be the Eye of Cthulhu and Brain Cthulhu. Anyway, it was changed so that way they give normal healing potions now instead of lesser healing potions. Because basically the only boss that gave lesser healing or that gave normal healing potions before was the Wall of Flesh. And at that point you could start getting greater healing potions. You see why I like the bee gun? It's basically just a no-effort weapon. There's a couple weapons like that later in the game too. I've never gone far enough in a magic run to get those weapons, but I've seen them used. Right. Let's check on the angler now. For some reason I keep thinking M is the mount button. But now it's R. I don't know if R is it by default. But yeah, he's asking for. So that's interesting. Makes fishing quests not as much of a pain. I mean, it does mean you have to fish in honey, which is a pain, but considering that's the only thing you have to fish in, not as much as it otherwise would be in this world. You don't have to duplicate water. Yeah. Wow, scorpions suck as bait. Thought they were a little better than that. I've been playing the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster a lot. Final Fantasy VI is a game, I guess you could say, from my childhood. A game I played a lot when I was younger. And overall, the Pixel Remaster isn't bad. It's not all good, but I definitely say it's a step up from the SNES version. Although you might like the SNES version for reasons that they fixed, like Vanish Doom. The sprites are debatably worse. On a technical level, they're better. Because they have more colors. But more colors doesn't necessarily mean better. And I think the main thing that makes the sprites not look as good is that the original game used a gradient that's like inside to outside. It's called like a radial gradient. However, the Pixel Remaster sprites, and this was the same for the HD sprites that the Pixel Remaster is replacing. I didn't like how that game looked at all. But the Golden Bugnet, okay. It uses, I think it's called a linear gradient, like a linear gradient or something like that. And it's basically as if you're shining a light over it, which does technically make more sense, but makes the sprites just look a lot more washed out. Boop. Yeah, as for mechanic-wise, I mean, first of all, the game feels like it had a lot more love put into it than the other Pixel remasters. Maybe that's just me, but like they went all out with the opera scene. It was a relatively big scene in the original version, and not only did they add like dynamic camera angles and like NPCs in the audience. I mean, not actually NPCs, but you could tell they weren't like the actual sprites. They just looked like it. But they added like voice to the singing parts, which means Celeste has a voice actor now. They did like an actual singing opera thing a while back, if I remember correctly. And that they may have just used the audio from that, but it's still something I was not expecting. The weird part, though, is that there are scenes that are like just as big and dynamic in the original that they didn't modify like at all. But it has gotten to the point where I am very powerful in the game. I mean, I'm at like the end of the game, but Sabin with Bum Rush, aka Phantom Rush, is dealing max damage pretty often. And if I give him a couple more level ups with more magic, it's going to be a pretty consistent thing. Actually, I went through... I have 2 separate save files at this point. Well, I have several save files. Like, I have one before the opera. But I have 2 kind of like parallel ones. One, I'm basically just level grinding with Celeste. So that way you can get the other characters at a higher level. Once I get them to like level 50, or once I get her to level 50, I might go and get the rest of the characters just for the achievement. Let's see what we do. Right. Right, temple. But I also let Shadow die in that world. So, oopsies. But a really funny thing that happened the first time I went through and fought Atma Weapon is that maybe around halfway through the battle or so, Atma Weapon basically killed off my 2 other good party members, and Shadow was barely left standing. He didn't last much longer after that. But Sabin, on his own, took down like the other like half the boss fight. And all I was doing, because I wasn't expecting to win at all, was just I had auto battle on, having him do the same attack over and over again. Which, granted, was his strongest attack. Strongest single target attack, that is. And I just had him doing that over and over again. Was not expecting to win. Yet somehow, on his own, Sabin brought the battle to a victory. And it was really funny to watch that happen. And on top of that, he was left with a single HP. Because all Ammo Weapon was doing was using like status moves or percentage-based moves like gravity. I don't really understand why gravity is a percentage-based move, but it is. Or what, more specifically, why a move that's percentage-based is called gravity. I mean, it was called Demi in the original, which made more sense. When they changed it to gravity, it just kind of stuck like that. Makes sense in some of the games, don't get me wrong. Because the effect of it does look like gravity. The name still, I mean, the reason why it's gravity-based still doesn't make much sense, but also I can confirm, for everyone who actually like still cares about this, suplexing the Phantom Train is back. And it's still just as amazing to watch. It's like, while you're running away from a ghost train at breakneck speeds, Saban jumps over, picks the whole train up, suplexes it, while keeping the same speed, then goes back to running away with the rest of the crew. Like, on a realism standpoint, it makes zero sense. On a game design standpoint, though, I mean, how could you not think that's good game design? See, the same people who think that that's not good game design are the same people who think that graphics and realism are the most important thing in the game. Well and well. I seem to have gotten myself in quite the predicament here. Been at this for a while already. Alright. I guess what I'll do while I'm off stream, I will locate the temple. I might use Tiet for it. I'll probably use Tiet for it. Because honestly, it's just not fun. And for now, I'll set up another house in the underworld and then fight the Wall of Flesh. So I guess first things first, gain the materials to make the house. Which would really just be a lot of wood. Oop. I know some might consider, using TI to find the temple to be cheating, but I mean, it kind of is, I'm not gonna lie. But would you rather just watch me look around for hours for a temple that could be anywhere in this world? Alright. Although I am thinking the start of hard mode is still going to be a pain in the butt, considering basically have to travel through the jungle to get anywhere. The jungle is normally a pain in the butt to travel through in normal hard mode. Okay, I brought the food all with me. So many of these vines everywhere. Wait, was this? I thought the cap on those was 99. Maybe that was one of the caps changed in 1.4. I finally got a hook. It's taken a long time, but I finally got one. Not that I need it anymore. Not that I have needed it in quite a while. Honestly, the glowing mushroom farm isn't even all that useful in hard mode anymore. Considering you're really gonna want what is it? Right, you're really gonna want like greater healing potions. That would let me get mana potions. However, once you're in hard mode, you can find the wizard relatively easily, and then you can get greater mana potions. Which is basically where I've stopped in a magic run. The only hard mode boss I've ever defeated in a magic run was in a multiplayer world against the Destroyer, where we really shouldn't have won that. Somehow we managed to, but we were entirely unprepared. Oh, hey, a bat. Wonder how long that's been there. Oh. I just realized I was staying in Hellstone. Well, unfortunate to say the least. Because that means I have to travel all the way back down there. Part of the reason I got this shovel was to try to make, like, it was to make digging easier. And so, I just make an elevator. We got a digging stream this episode. Because even if it's not like a straight path, I want it to be somewhat more straightforward. Instead of having all these twists and turns everywhere. And just overall being a pain in the butt to get down. Fortunately, all these high blocks are not making it easy. Alright. Somewhat better so far. Jeez, a lot of jungle bats all of a sudden. I'm realizing now I really should have started this from the west entrance, considering how far left I went here. But, oh well. Yeah, still in the jungle pylon. Let's do that. Alright. I teleport over to the forest pylon. And we go down. Down, down, down. Alright, let's do this. Hi, an ancient cobalt breastplate. Alright, let's continue. Hi, Queen Bee. Long time no see. explosives are fun. They do carry a slight risk of, awakening Queen Bee with them, but small price to pay. Oh, hi. Oh, hey. Band of Regeneration. Well then. Okay, well. Can't say I didn't see it coming. Come on. Actually, they changed a couple other things with the update too. Apparently there was a nymph. I don't know where it was, but it's dead now. A legendary Bat. Whoa. How legendary is that? God dang. Oh yeah, as for the mods, or like the texture packs, that does have to do with the game updating, I think. However, and I forgot about it again today, what seems to be doing is just like every time I reboot the game, all like the mods are also rebooted. And I'm not really sure if that's intentional or not, but it is a little annoying. Hmm. Hmm. Gonna be right back. Alright. I'm back. And I just did something that I think most computer people would say is probably not a good idea to do. I mean, I'm just inferring on this, but generally I never hear it exactly recommended. But my laptop's been getting quite hot recently. So my solution has basically been, and I've done a few different ways, but this time was basically get a washcloth, fold it, get some water on or in it, and then stick it in the freezer. And then I put it in there before I started streaming. And once again, my laptop was starting to get quite hot. So I took it and basically unfolded it and basically canopied it over my laptop for a few minutes. And then unfolded it and put it under my laptop. And it definitely cooled it down in a hurry. I can actually feel the cold going through the laptop now. Okay. That worked very well. I will say though, don't try this yourself. Now I am going to go and put this back in the freezer. all of that, and I didn't even end up actually leaving it in the freezer because my laptop got quite hot again quite quickly. I think maybe the parts inside were still pretty hot, and just the frame was getting cold. But I did let the dog out because he needed to go out. So. Oh boy. Alright. I'm back here now with a much more direct path. Not quite a straight path that a lot of people make, but much better than it was at least. Things I think normally you can't get the golden bug net until hard mode. I'm gonna need to look at that because I remember thinking like the only thing preventing you from like I was thinking there was nothing preventing you sorry, let me serve. Basically that they could have put like hellstone into the crates. Like the obsidian crates. Because it's like, oh, there's no reason. Oh, that's lava. Okay. Not the one I want to use, but it will. It's like you can't get anyway without being able to get the without being able to get hellstone in the first place. You couldn't get the bug net in order to fish in the lava. And you can't get the fishing rod till hard mode. But I guess if you can get the golden bug net before hard mode, then that would explain it. Why you can't get hellstone and the lockboxes. Well, I guess the lockboxes would make sense anyway. But alright, now in here is where I'll put the demolitionist and tavern keep. Most of my laptop's definitely cooling down, but the edge of it is still quite hot. Problem is the laptop is made of metal, so it'll oftentimes feel quite a bit hotter than it actually normally would if it was like a plastic laptop or plastic frame. Okay. Let's put table here, chair here, torches, and then a lot of walls, as per usual. And I didn't realize until a few years ago when my friend pointed out that I say as per usual quite often. I forget if I mentioned it before, but it's just like, no, I don't think I say it that often. But now I'm noticing it. I'm noticing myself say it quite often. Alright. Let's move Tower and Keep and Demolitionist. And it is not still nighttime. That's unfortunate. But that should let me get a cavern pylon. If it's not, I've got some bones to pick. Alright. And the honey is still pouring down. Wait, where was that? It was further to the left here. It appears to have disappeared. Not all that surprising, but unfortunate. Alright. I don't know why it's not using the bottled honey first. Bottled honey comes first in the inventory. Maybe just because the bottled honey wouldn't heal all the way. Unfortunately, these queen bees are all enraged. Oh, back to the rush already. Maybe I should go fishing a little bit again to get more of those honey pins. It would help if my bees actually win after the queen bee. That they're not actually like homing on at all like they're supposed to. I don't know why they aren't working right, but they aren't. Ah, jeez. Just leave me alone for 2 seconds. Jeez. You know, it's so popular. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this one because this one's exposed, whereas that one I'd actually have to kind of work to get to. we go. Took care of both of them. My goodness. I wish I could say the washcloth was working, but it's not really. Problem is, it's not really a good way of cooling down the inside of it. Cooling down the outside would help to cool down the inside, but it doesn't do it directly. Oh no. Okay. Ow. Here we are, cavern pylon. Which will make getting back here all that much better. Or easier. Are you selling it too? You are selling it. I mean, once you get far enough into the game, it doesn't sell it anymore, but because his inventory is full with other stuff. Okay. But it does mean I can sell you stuff for a decent price. Alright. You know, this issue I'm having with keeping my laptop cool. Hold up. Got to close my door. Anyway, this issue I'm having with not being able to keep my laptop cool is why the idea of the like KFC console or KF console was like pretty cool to me. Because like you spend so much energy trying to cool a laptop and so much energy trying to heat up other stuff. Like your room in the winter. Anyway. So that's there, I have the pylon set up. And I'm almost going myself. Oh, nice. Alright, let's get the honey fins out. And let's see how this goes. Let me out, let me out, let me out. And just like that, the wall flush is defeated again. Alright, Warrior Emblem, Firecracker. Well, the Firecracker's a pretty nice whip, actually. I don't really have gear for a whip, but that is a pretty nice whip. And then also the Warrior's Emblem. You know, again, I would consider going Summoner if you get the Spire done. Now, if I get the Forbidden Fragments, this whip could still actually be pretty useful. Wait, what? Oh. I was burning, apparently. So, hard mode. First things first, I'm going to go from break the altars. Actually, first things first, I'm going to check for sandstorm. It is not sandstorm. Now I'm going to go and break the altars. And hopefully not die by a wyvern while trying to get down. Okay. Hi, turtle. I forgot about these guys. These guys only show up when it's raining? Hmm. Instead, then, what I'll do... It's nighttime in hard mode. Witch doctor. Give me some leaves. Okay. That should help out a bit. There we go. Much faster. And that's a tortoise. And that's a flying fox. And that's corruption. Of all places for corruption to take over, it took over the bad AFK farm I made. Oh, somehow it's proving itself more useful now I'm in hard mode. How'd that get down here? Dang, no Nemesis rod. He'll come back. Hey, it's daytime. I think I'll just hide out here until it's done raining. Go down here and get this cursed fire. Cursed flame. Close enough. Hey, as I was thinking cursed flame too, but yeah, he still said cursed fire. Alright. So if that's over here, that means Hallowed's probably in the east. Which means it may have taken over my desert. Which isn't as bad as corruption taking over the desert. And that also means, like, if that is the case, it may actually have, like, a decent amount of room to work with now. Our guy had magic missile. Hey, the guide's back. Cobalt. Orichalcum. Oh. Hi there. Oh, joy of blindfold. Okay. Alright. There's something right there. I never made a molten pickaxe. That's gonna be a struggle. There's a lot of altars down there, actually. Once I was able to make it into a larger area, it wasn't too difficult to find them anymore. So breaking all of those, that should actually decrease the amount of hive blocks in the world quite significantly. I mean, there'll still be a lot, but... Is that a Durkling? Wait, there'll still be a lot, but not as many as there otherwise would have been. Hey, I got this. Okay, so... I had to get Hellstone. Which unfortunately requires obsidian. Now, that's not to say obsidian is impossible to get, but it's certainly not going to be simple. I really just want enough Hellstone to get the pickaxe. Should just go to Gage and be like, hey, you wanna help me get some hard mode ore in a world where everything is honey? Yoink. I do still have the fishing rod on me. Nice. The alternative is to get enough cobalt to make a pickaxe, which I can do with the help of these crates. But it doesn't mean it'll be a quick process. It would help if I actually, had it in my inventory. So where is it? Magma snail and butterfly. Let's put the grubby away. Oh, come on. I finally got something hooked, and the line snapped. And I lost the snail. Alright. Screw it. I'm gonna quit for today. I will go ahead and check before I end the stream. I'll go ahead and check T-edit to see where the temple is. Let's see here. There it goes. Update. I am trying to boot up T-edit right now. You know what? Screw it. It's not worth it to try to update it. Okay. There it goes. Alright, so this is T-edit. Let me just expand the window here. And I think, okay. Where is... Here we are. Ugh. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. I have to update T-Edit, and I'm not doing that while on stream, so I'll just update you guys then. See you guys later.